Hello, everybody. King of Podcast here with you. I'm wanting to do something different with the channel. When I'm not podcasting, one of the new things I've been doing right now since the pandemic started is investing. Now, I'm an absolute amateur investor, so I can't give any kind of stock tips or any kind of advice. But what I can give as part of what I do with this channel is I can actually give you my thought process on what I'm trying to do right now, trying to make money for myself. So what was happening, just to give you some background for myself, what I've done so far in terms of investing, um, I have money that's put through a CD. I have money that's put aside and through, a passive income through a portfolio. I have been accruing some money by using the Stash Invest app. I've been using that since 2016. Hasn't done me bad so far. For the most part, by just putting money into index funds and just ETFs, basically. I have one that's in precious metals, and I've done stuff where I've worked in the tech ETF. There's one that's called Tech Titans, I think it is, the Stash has, and a couple others. Right now, I have something in Vanguard. I have something in the S&P 500 Growth account ETF. So I have the index funds to help me make something. And with gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and the precious metal stocks, that actually helped me a lot. But that has allowed me to get some room so I can start working on some real stocks. So I went ahead and signed up a new brokerage account, and I've paid a little bit of money into a few things that I'm really interested in. So the things that I talk about here on When I'm Not Podcasting are the things I'm investing in. So, for instance, when I talk about music, movies, TV, and radio, well, right now I am investing into movies because I'm banking on the fact of, like AMC Theaters right here, as you see on the screen, on your entertainment stock list. That is one of the companies I'm actually invested in right now, thinking it's going to make a comeback, and I want to be a part of the profit when it does come back. Now, I'm going to talk about that in another upcoming video. But first, I just want to go through where I want to go take this overall. So the investments I want to be able to talk about are within the media. Media, music, entertainment, what I talk about in my Broadcasters podcast, and what I talk about when it comes to everything that I come down to here. So if I talk about restaurants, talk about rideshare, talk about whatever. If dating sites were on here, I would talk about that too, but I don't think there is. But the thing is, I want to talk about those stocks. I want to talk about broadcasters, media companies, travel and leisure, things that I enjoy that I look forward to checking out for myself. So I want to go ahead and track that here on the channel. Just make it where you're listening to an amateur investor. I'm not here to give you facts and figures, stochastics. I'm not here to do swing trading. I'm not here to go and do I'm learning about this as I go. And I've been reading a whole lot of books. Listen, I've gone through the whole gamut. First book I read, or listened to rather, was The Simple Path to Wealth, Your Roadmap to Financial Dependence and Rich for Your Life. I thought it was a pretty good book to kind of give me the idea of where to go with things, because I wanted to just find out the financial independence part and just to do it really easy and smooth. So I tried that out. It gave me some good advice. Basically, the guy's a big fan of Vanguard, and he says that, by the time I get to retirement age, I should have a good nest egg. But I want to be able to grow a little bit more. So let me show you what I went to next. Then I went to a book called Trading in the Zone, Master the Market with Confidence, Discipline, and Winning Attitude. But it really was just like a psychological book, so it didn't give me too much to go ahead and work off of. So I really didn't get much off of that. It was just kind of like whatever. The book I really got a lot off of was Rule Number 1, Simple Strategy for Successful Investing in Only 15 Minutes a Week. So Philtown really gives you, there's about 5 or 6 sets of numbers. And those are the numbers you go ahead and apply to yourself so you can realize when you have a wonderful company and you want to go ahead and find certain facts and figures that will help you determine whether this company has a good long track record and a successful, it's like the Warren Buffett model. So I saw that. I enjoyed that. That was a pretty good book as well. Then I moved along and I started Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And listen, I know Robert Kiyosaki, anybody that looks at this, they're going to just be saying, well, Rich Dad said, the key to life was making more money. I'm just, listen to the guy and narrating this book. And don't get me wrong, I get it. If you're going to do the Rich Dad program, you have to go all the way to big billionaire business. Like that's the kind of the idea, the mindset they put in your head. Because you can't just be, relaxed and wealthy. You have to be rich. You have to have to target yourself to be rich. And I can appreciate that. So I'm going to try to see what I can do with that. I got some good advice out of that book, and I thought it was quite interesting what they kind of came away with. And then finally, the book I got to right now was a little book of Common Sense Investing. That's the guy that created Vanguard. John Bogle and John C. Bogle. And the idea was, index funds, index funds, index funds, because that's what he makes his money off of. So I got to appreciate that. And then I took another book, tried Beginner's Guides. Because let me tell you one thing more than anything else. I can't believe how hard it is to find books that just give you basic information on investing. I've struggled so much with it, but I was looking to try to find what I could find. And I got to this book, Beginner's Guide to the Stock Market, in about an hour, 42 minutes. Basically gave me a bunch of ideas. First of all, got the idea for the S&P 500 growth to get into the account so I can guarantee 9, 12%, something like that, return or yield on my investment, which, okay, that's what I want. That, precious metals, I want to be able to put that kind of money, gain, and then put it onto a portfolio so I can get it on a retirement, maybe set up a 401k, something like that. I don't know. Even if I don't want to do a 401k because I don't have an employer that gives me 401k because I'm more or less self-employed, but I have a full-time salary. So that, side hustles, a bunch of other money coming into the pipeline, doing the podcasting business, doing content creation. I'm trying to find what I can find. So I took that book right now, and now I'm going to go into other stuff about penny stocks, learning about swing trading. I'm just seeing what I can do with it. So I want to see what you think about what I'm doing. And I'll share the success if I get any. See what happens. But I see some investors out there, and I just see that all the investors out here kind of just like, oh, look, you can be me, look at me, $3,000, $25,000. Look at me, look at the dollar signs. These are all real about me. But I can't get into that. And it's kind of tough to get my mind wrapped around that. It's like, I know nobody's going to give you the whole secret, and that's okay. But I figured maybe along with you guys, you can go ahead and, talk to me and comment in the section below here in the video, like and dislike, and let me know what you think about the idea of talking about investing. I'd love to hear what you think.